Hey there, comic book community. Joe here with another edition of 360 Comics. CGC, the certified grading company. They've been around for over 20 years now and are well respected within the comic book community. But recently, they've been getting a lot of flack. Prices and wait times are up. And quality control, quite frankly, has been down, leading to more mistakes and more books having to be sent back to be corrected. I seem to have found one of those books right here. We're going to talk about this error, talk about what you can do to get it fixed, and also maybe talk about a little bit of a silver lining when it comes to this situation. We are less than 150 subscribers away from our goal of 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube, at which point we'll be giving away this Secret Wars #1. If you haven't entered yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up for a like, and leave a comment down below. Check out our other videos from the months of May, June, and July. Give those videos a like and leave a comment on them for additional entries. Earlier this week, one of my local comic book shops, Cyborg One, located in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, posted a bunch of books they got back from CGC that they were putting up for sale both in their store and on their website. This was one of the books right here, and upon first glance, it is nothing special. Respectable 9.2 grade, but of a mass-printed 90s book. Two key significances here. First appearance of Shriek, and the first book of the Maximum Carnage run. But again, not a 9.8, and even 9.8s of this book only sell for about $100 because there are so many of them. That being said, there's something a little bit special about this book right here. It is an error printing because it has two covers attached to it. It is a double cover comic, which is, basically what happens when two covers are put onto the same interior book. It happens from time to time, and it certainly happened a lot more commonly in the 90s when there was lower quality control. You don't see it as much anymore, and you don't see older books nearly as much with it, but I often see 90s stuff with double covers. Not that they're like common or anything, they still hold value, especially when they are key issues like this. That being said, the way CGC has always graded double cover books is by giving a grade to the outside cover as well as the interior cover. And the number that shows up here has always been the interior cover's grade. Now, that being said, this label, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, says that the interior cover specifically is a 9.8, while the exterior cover is the one that is a 9.2. Well, first of all, I looked at this cover through and through. Obviously, I can't take it out of the slab, but I looked on the front and the back, and there is only one very small spine tick on the back cover. I'm not sure why they even gave this a 9.2, but that is not what I'm here to argue today. What I'm here to argue is that shouldn't this book be reflected as a 9.8 in the grading box up here because the interior cover is a 9.8, as stated on the label in a different section? Well, I went to eBay, I checked. I, in fact, was right about that. There are tons of books on eBay that have the higher grade of the two covers, the interior cover, being reflected in this box right here. And I even checked a couple forums. The only thing that I saw that might show why this could be a 9.2, without it being a mistake on CGC's part, is someone mentioned that it's possible that the interior of the book, not the interior cover, but the actual interior of the book, had some defects that made it a 9.2. But given that this book is in like immaculate shape, and I see no flaws or anything like that, I don't think that's the case here. I really think that CGC made a mistake when printing up this label and labeled it as a 9.2 rather than a 9.8 like it should be listed. Maybe they also changed their policy. I don't think that's the case, but with CGC, you never know. They've been doing some things recently that have been kind of head scratchers for members of the community and, have caused even some outrage, I would say. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I always try to be positive and give them the benefit of the doubt. hopefully this was just a what they refer to as a mechanical error, something that can be fixed. These happen all the time, whether it's a cracked case or a book put in upside down. I've seen things like that, things that are errors on CGC's part that can be fixed. I hope it is just that, and that I can get this turned into a 9.8 with the double cover note there on top. I did check the grader's notes, which you can do online using the certification code on the book. And unfortunately, the only thing it says is that it's a double cover with the exterior cover 9.2 and interior cover 9.8, which just reflects what is said on the label itself. So no additional information there. I wish that CGC would do a little bit better of fleshing out grader's notes, but hey, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to get more information on this book. What I really don't want to have to do is crack and resubmit this book. I'm hoping that this is something that they take care of without me having to do that, because one, the book could, get damaged while doing that, and two, it would be more costly to do that than sending it in for just a mechanical error and paying the shipping issues. Let's talk about the price of this book. I instantly bought this book from the web store and marked it as a local pickup item so it wouldn't get shipped out when I saw it listed for $50. That being said, I checked eBay and there was one that sold lower grade than this for $30. Definitely not in that 9.8 high grade range. Sold for $30. One sold that looked pretty high grade, probably similar to this, for $60, and that was raw, unslabbed. So I paid $10 less for this than someone paid for an unslabbed version of this book. I think that the store priced it as kind of what a 9.2 would be, but again, I really do think that this should be a 9.8 according to what CGC has been doing for, as far back as I can really see. I could not find a sold price of a slabbed copy of this book, but there are plenty of higher grade ones available online, for hundreds of dollars. I probably think that because this is a 90s book and it's not like a super big key, and it was a really high print run, a 9.8 double cover probably has a value of about $200 to $250. As I said before, a 9.8 of the regular printing single cover is about $100, $80, $90, $100, somewhere around there. So I think $200 to $250 probably is what this would retain as value. And like I said, I paid $50 for it. So I'm really coming out on top no matter what. Even if CGC says, no, this is what it is. Even if I have to, maybe pay a little bit extra to crack it and resubmit it, which I really hope I don't have to do. Hopefully they fix their problem. And a lot of times they do. I'll give them that. Despite these errors, despite this, the wait time and all that stuff, they have done a good job from what I've seen for the most part. People that I know, people talking about it online, of fixing their errors. Obviously, it takes more time to do that, and your books are tied up longer, especially if you're someone who's looking to sell. That can be very frustrating, and I understand why people have a little bit of a problem with CGC at the moment. Hopefully, as the submissions kind of cool down a little bit, the market seems to be cooling down, so I would think there would be less submissions. Hopefully, they can iron out all of those problems. It seems like wait times are speeding up, especially for books that have been submitted in the last couple months. So fingers crossed on that, and wish me some luck here with this book. I really hope that I can get it back with the 9.8 up in the corner. That's what it should be according to CGC's, past what's it called? What they've done in the past, their track record rather. So yeah, fingers crossed on that. Wish me some luck, and I'll let you know on Instagram or somewhere once I do get this whole situation figured out. I hope I gave you some information today, about a possible error to look out for, especially if you're a collector of misprinted and error books like this one. Please give this video a thumbs up for a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've had any issues with CGC or have any experience with these double cover grades. And until next time, turn the page, wash your hands.